What is up, gentlemen? It is Flash back with some more charts and another video. It's Monday, September 23. It's about 2:15 p.m. Eastern. And ladies and gentlemen, we are so back. Am I right? We've seen a little bit of a rebound in the recent days. I know I haven't been posting a ton, guys. Been taking a little bit of a break, but this price action may call for, just to get the consistency back, because we got to start taking a look, seeing which stocks are going to be outperforming the rest of the uranium sector, the gold space. We want to be outperforming gold. We're going to look at some ratios today. But you guys know I like to start monthly time frame, URA. We'll throw on the 3-year moving average. I mean, we're bouncing right on top of it. Gave us a little bit of a scare there when we were wicking below it, but looks to be super healthy right now. And then we'll throw on the Ichimoku cloud as well. Very, very healthy. Above the cloud. Cloud is turning up. It is green. All things you want to see in a bull market. So we can zoom in on U.UN, proxy for the metal. Not much has changed. We're holding our little trend line here. We're bull flagging out. And you just want to see this resume to the upside. Keep it very, very simple. Similar story here with the metal itself. I think we're very close. We'll go to the weekly on this one. We're very close to just poking our little heads out right here. And what if the metal goes on a run here, that could make things very, very interesting. And so let's look at the metal measured in gold. I mean, we'll first look at how strong gold has been, right? Like, this thing is just going up and to the right. I have a lot of lines on here, but generally you can see this white line going up and to the right, right? And so you also have gold measured in the S&P 500. That is also beginning to break out, although it is taking its time. So if the metal starts breaking out, uranium itself, this is metal measured in gold. We'll see if this bull holds up. You'd like to see it hold up, because then that would just add fuel to the fire. We want to see the metal outperforming gold, because then when you look at, so let's look at URA divided by the metal, right? We've known about this for a little bit of while. Wyckoff accumulation. If this can outperform the metal, then you are looking at something extremely, extremely different, right? It's been a while since uranium, the metal, has been able to outperform gold. And then if the stocks begin to outperform the metal, I mean, you're looking at something extremely bullish. This is really what we've been waiting for. So I'll pull up URA measured in gold. We're still basing out, but look at that. That's quite the retest here. Not sure if it exactly hit this line or not. You could probably draw this line a number of different ways. Still basing out, but you'd like to see this start to turn up. The basket of equities turn up versus gold. We can look at URA versus the S&P 500. Similar story, big, deep retest here. You kind of have a 3-wave move, like A, B, C, making a lower low. We want to get back above that A and really continue our march upwards. You could hardly even say we've even marched upwards, but that's the power. And a lot of these uranium equities are smaller capped stocks, right? So this little baby move here against the S&P 500 really shot these things up and to the right. So I think if we even come back to where we were, 0.0065, you'll see a big move in the equities. And if we can break out of this base, the sky is the limit. Similar story with URA measured in the NASDAQ. This bull really is a guideline. Still basing out here, it seems. But we'll look at CCJ versus gold, right? On the big picture, like, man, we're big. We kind of fell down a little bit recently, right? But looks like we're holding this channel. We want to get back through this little middle ground area and continue our march upwards. But right now it looks pretty good. It looks pretty healthy. Nice monthly candle so far. Another one I've really been zooming in on recently is NVIDIA versus CCJ. And you can kind of see this. NVIDIA is breaking down versus CCJ. So it's been a long time coming for this. Not a complete breakdown, but it's definitely a steep trend line that it's breaking, similar to as it did back here. You can have some waterfall price action after that. So this is a steeper trend line right here. Not sure if it's going to completely waterfall like it did over here. It may just chop sideways, but we have this other trend line that it could be approaching as well. But zooming in on the monthly, I mean, in the big picture, this is like a rising, expanding wedge formation. We'll see if this is bullish or bearish. It's kind of tough to tell, but we definitely have some sort of breakdown going on here for NVIDIA priced in CCJ. We'll also look at Apple versus CCJ. And this is a candlestick I've been waiting for. Like, I saw this Apple was starting to break out versus CCJ. I was like, wait a second, that doesn't really go along with what we've been thinking about in terms of uranium equities outperforming the Mag 7, for example. And so now this is beginning to turn back down, bullish or bearish, engulfing on the monthly, right at that 3-year moving average too, which is interesting. We can even look at Apple versus the uranium basket of equities. Again, turning down right at this green resistance line. It kind of broke through it, a little bit of a fake out. We'll see where it ends up, but this could be a massive topping structure, honestly. We'll see. All right, let's get into some stocks themselves. We'll go on CCJ. I'm probably going to keep it mostly on the monthly time frame, guys. I know it's been a while since we kind of went through these, but here's the state of affairs, state of the union with CCJ. It's going to be a bumpy ride. There's going to be some turbulence, and since the recent highs, we've pulled back about 35%. I would say that's pretty normal in uranium land. And look at, we're bouncing, big bounce over to Paladin. In this channel, maybe we'll go in on the 2 weekly for some of these. And on the line, it's a little bit clearer to see with the line. But yeah, still channel bound for Paladin. Bannerman, similar story, channel bound right now, but there is this bull. We'll see if this can guide price up and to the right. Encore Energy, this one looked really good on the weekly. Like, we zoom in on Encore, that's a breakout if I've ever seen one. We had that bearish dome breakout line and we just broke out. So now all we have to get back above is 6.84 on this horizontal, and sky's the limit for Encore Energy. You'll love to see it. FSY, we'll zoom out on FSY. A lot of stuff going on here. Some support resistance lines. I still love FSY, but there may be another. Yeah, you may have a little channel line going across like this. That's kind of interesting, right? So that could be a new look and feel for FSY. We'll look at UEC. Still channeling. Now you want to get above this orange line. We'll look at CGN Mining. This one is beginning to look super interesting. Like, if we zoom way out on this one, this could be in a parabola as we speak. But right now we held support on this green channel, which you'd like to see. You're getting a wick there, so some buying pressure coming in as we round out September. This looks really good and could have a ton of upside. We'll skip over to ISO. Again, nothing's really changed with ISO, and it's been weeks, months, quarters since we've been covering this. It's still flagging out. NXC is one I really wanted to point some attention towards. Like, we're bouncing where we wanted to bounce right on that support. You're seeing two big wicks. NXC looks really good. And then some in the middle of the pack, like Nano Nuclear. If we go out to the weekly, we'll go on the 2-day actually. We'll go on the daily. Like, this stock, Nano Nuclear, is a very small cap, right? But I mean, this is a beautiful formation in terms of double bottom, breakout. You're retesting that horizontal breakout line. Kind of have a head and shoulders feel almost. So I would say if this gets back above 1640, NNE could be a really interesting prospect moving forward. And this is on the daily, like super young stock, but looks very explosive. And we'll zoom out on LEU. Breakout in progress potentially, right, for LEU. Moment we've all been waiting for. If we zoom in on some momentum, yep, that looks really good. Looks like it's trying to break through those lines. Man, Centris is a very exciting stock to be a part of, I will say. Look at Elevate, still flagging out. You know, I talk a lot about that ABC pattern. A, B, C makes a lower low. We want to take out this A and shoot back up, and that's exactly what it looks like Elevate is doing. So that's really, really good to see. Still, you want this to break out of this bull flag. Sky Harbor looking pretty good. Again, not much has changed. We still have momentum line to break out of. Laramide still has some work to do, but you know, you like to kind of see it catching a bid here. Mega Uranium, similar story. It's catching a bid. Energy Fuels, all these are kind of in the middle of the pack. They all have a similar look and feel, but we're going to know specifically, for example, when Energy Fuels is breaking out on its momentum, it's going to give us a really clear indicator that this is the time to potentially get into the stock. Canalaska looking really, really good. I mean, Canalaska's been holding up so well. This could be in for an explosive move. And look at that momentum, just about ready to go. I mean, send it on Canalaska, honestly. That's all I'm really going to cover today, guys. But again, good green day, rebound day. I think we could be back. I'm going to try to get back to my regular cadence. Appreciate all the love and support from you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.